Hi everybody, Billy here with Unbroken Together Coaching, and I want to talk to you today about love languages. What are love languages? Well, there are actually 5 love languages. One guy even wrote the book on it. That's Dr. Gary Chapman, and it's called The 5 Love Languages. It seems like most people have a primary love language and a secondary love language. What are love languages? Well, love languages are like this: words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, physical touch, gift giving. These are the 5 primary love languages. Most people have a primary one that is their main love language, and sometimes they even have a secondary one that they really like a lot also. But when you're talking about doing these love languages, there's a way that it typically happens. What often happens when people are showing love languages, we often tend to show our partner our love language, because if we're showing them what we want, then how could they miss it? How could they not give it to us? We're constantly showing them the thing that we want. So of course they're going to show us our love language. And then we find ourselves horribly disappointed because of the fact that they didn't get it, or they're not showing us our love language. There's another phenomenon that happens though. When you start to show your partner their love language, what ends up happening is they tend to respond with your love language, giving you your love language. So again, love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, gift giving, acts of service, and physical touch. Now, if your primary love language is physical touch, and you think that constantly showing physical touch to your partner is going to get that from them because of the fact that you are showing them what you want, and then you don't get it, you find yourself disappointed. But let's say that their love language is quality time. And so what you do is you start spending time with them, doing things particularly with them for the purpose of being with them, because their primary love language is quality time. All of a sudden they start responding to you with physical touch. Call it a phenomenon, call it scientific, call it what you will. It just happens that way. And it happens all the time that way. Not every time. What I'm saying is each of us has a love language. Again, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, right? Gift giving. Here's what I like to say to our guys quite often, especially our previously unfaithful guys. If there was anyone out there who's previously unfaithful guys, it helps to know. First of all, you've got to know what your primary love language is. Take a love language quiz. Find out what your primary love language is. Find out what your spouse's primary love language is, and start speaking their love language to them. You'll see great results come from that. What I often want to tell you guys though is this: nobody hates love languages, right? We love them. And so they're called love languages for a reason. What I want to encourage you to do also is do all of them. If you have to, this is the one time I say, make yourself a checklist just to check the boxes. I'll never say that about anything else. Make yourself a checklist just to check the boxes. What I mean by that is, if you can do every one of those love languages in some way, small way, some way, every single day, do one of each of those love languages for your partner, and you're going to get somewhere. You're going to get a lot further. You're going to find that they're going to start responding to you a little bit better because of the fact that you are definitely hitting their primary love language somewhere. Now, when it comes to physical touch, that could just mean a touch on the hand, a touch on the shoulder. It could mean a hug. We always encourage a 60-second hug. It creates serotonin. It releases that into your body. It gives you closeness. It creates intimacy between you. So hugs are always good, right? So we encourage a 60-second hug. A 60-second, why? Because other people recommend a 20-second hug, and we want better for you. Fall into each other, okay? when it comes to physical touch. Gift giving could be as simple as a candy bar. It could be something as simple as bringing home food. I always tell my guys, listen, she always wants a snack. You'll never go wrong coming home with a snack. You know, if it's possible, that's gift giving in a sense, okay? Quality time could be just watching a TV show together. Quality time could be taking a walk together. It could be just sitting there and just hearing her tell you about her day or his day, you know? Listening, right? Listening. Words of affirmation, send text messages. Make Facebook posts. Say things directly to them face to face. Let your partner know how much you love them, how much you want to be with them, you know, affirm them, give them powerful affirmations, okay? This is a very, very important thing, all right? All of these things. So we went through gift giving, we went through words of affirmation, we went through quality time, we went through physical touch, and finally, acts of service. Make sure that you are doing that as well. What is an act of service? It could be as simple as make sure that trash is taken out long before anything gets said about it. Make sure that the dishes are getting done so that somebody else doesn't have to. You know what? You see a load of laundry needs to be done, do a load of laundry. You have 15 minutes on your hands, run around the house and do some cleanup, things like that. It doesn't matter what it is. If we're talking about doing acts of service, it could be a lot of different things. Not just cleaning. It could be taking care of the kids. It could be making sure that something good is happening that your spouse doesn't have to worry about anymore because you took care of it for them. It makes a difference. Listen, every one of the 5 love languages is super important. You're going to want to have that. You're going to want to not miss out on this because trust me, this is something that's going to make your life a lot easier, okay? We are unbroken together. You can reach out anytime. I'm here for you. Thanks. Have a great day.